Good morning, crew. It is someday in February. I'm not sure what day it is, like the 25th, I want to say, 25th, 26th. Anyway, I know I said in my last video I didn't think I was going to go down the river, but
Pretty silty there.
it is a gorgeous day out there.
Over here.
And we went for a walk, and there's less turbidity in the river. It still is pretty cloudy, but it's not that milky, chocolate, milky looking color. And because of that, I thought, and it was, the temperature actually was below freezing last night here, even though it's now almost 7 degrees C. It's supposed to be in the mid 50s today, Sarah told me. So what is that, about 15 to 18 degrees, something like that? Probably around 15 degrees. So yeah, I figured today's the day if I'm going to go in. It's sunny, it's gorgeous, it's not windy. The water level is down slightly. So let's go see how this goes. So this morning, Sarah and I got up and went for a walk first thing because it was pretty. And we were walking actually right by here where I go in the river, and we found someone's driver's license lying on the river walk there. Not much, but anyway, we found this driver's license, and when we got home, Sarah looked up the person and called them, and they came by the house, and they were super grateful. And it was and so when they came to the door, Sarah gave them the license, and they were like, here, and they gave Sarah $40, and they wouldn't not give her $40. Sarah's like, no, we just found it, it's not a problem. And they're like, no, we really appreciate how honest you are, thank you. And and actually, honestly, it's super cool just to make someone happy like that by finding a driver's license, which would have been a huge hassle for them otherwise. And they'd been walking their relative's dog on the river walk and pulled something out of their pocket and just lost it and never noticed. Didn't know it was gone until Sarah called. So that was kind of a fun little adventure. But anyway, while we were walking, I was looking at the river, and I was like, it's still pretty dirty, but it's not that brown color. It's kind of a greenish, brackish color, which there's less suspended sediment in it. And I thought, what the heck? Why not just go out and get one last soak? It's a beautiful day. And I gotta say, I got in and it felt really cold to me. In some ways, I think it felt colder than when I was out there in the Frazzle ice. And I don't know, if it's because the air temperature, it was, I think when I got back, it was nearly 10 degrees C when I got back from the river. So, it's in the mid 40s, mid to upper 40s probably. It just, I got in the water and I was like, and, I put the thermometer in first and I could see that it wasn't as cold. But it could have been, 40 degrees. And actually, honestly, where I was out there, it was moving a lot more than, I know it doesn't necessarily look like it where I'm sitting, because I'm kind of in the eddy, but the water was pushing me around. I was holding on to the ledge there to keep from getting buffeted about. There was a lot of movement of the water, and I think more than I'm used to, even when I'm out further closer to the flow. It felt cold. Also, I ended up getting out a little earlier than I would have because some people were walking by with some dogs, and I don't know, it just kind of discombobulated me, and I was like, I was getting to the point where I knew I was going to be getting out in a minute or so, and I ended up just getting out. So, yeah, it was a good soak. I'm glad I did it. It was beautiful. Actually, the water levels, it's really interesting when you're down in the water like that, and I'm looking downstream and seeing how much more water there is. There's high points in the water where it's coming up over obstacles. And it's interesting to see those from the water level as compared to what I usually see when I'm in the water there. But yeah, I'm glad I got down one more time. We're heading out in 3 days, so I doubt I will go in again. Heard that story before, but glad we did it. Glad I did it. The royal we. So yeah, in other news, been packing, getting ready for the trip, doing maintenance on vehicles and things here, trying to get the house ready for us not being here. It's actually, the weather has been really nice and warm. We've had some rain, we've had a bunch of wind, but it feels very spring-like, and it's going to be much colder when we get to Wales in less than a week. So I'm not sure. Sarah, when we walked this morning and out in the sunshine and everything, Sarah's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be going right now. But of course, it's all subject to change day to day here. So yeah, I guess I'll end that here. I'm about to get out of the water anyway, and I hope you're doing well. Sarah's feeling better. I'm almost 100% better. Still, obviously, I cough up a little bit of phlegm here and there, but I'm basically feeling normal again. So hope you're well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Almost knocked the camera over. Well, that was much colder than warranted by the temperature. It felt quite cold to me, even though the water temperature was, the thermometer said 4.9 C. So that would be, about 41? But it felt, as I said, it felt significantly colder than that. So there we go. Last dip of the year probably here for me till next winter. I'm glad I did it. It was okay. Nice to be in the water. Never been in the water when it was that deep before, I don't think. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.